important question is, does Zach think he caught it? The important question is, does Zach think he caught it? Okay, from up here, it looked like it got through, but for me, seeing that bar, I couldn't tell. Okay. I marked it so I can go back and look. I like to put the things and then zoom in and, yeah. Because it was, I mean, it's a great play back to back, you know? Yeah. He definitely looked like he got under. It's just once he went to the ground, I couldn't tell from there, so. It's tough to survive the ground here, so anytime someone goes down and it's iffy, I'm like, oh. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, I can't tell. Then people come up here. I shouted out your little play over there.
I'm sorry?
Your little play over there?
Oh, yeah.
Shouted that out. I said, our guy from New Orleans.
Right.
Making the grab. Hell yeah.
It too. Like, got the one on the last
I love it. Dude, last week, he's like, for some reason, he wants to be called Little Ice. I said, whatever you put in there, I'm Ron Burgundy, so. Yeah. Might be a bad time for that to be your nickname, but, you know. Every game. Every single one. Yeah. That's what it's all about. That's, you know, I like people who watch it locally, but I love people who moved away who still get to watch it. Like, it's really cool.
What's that guy from this Twitch?
Matt, Airborne and Matt.
Like notorious.
I got two guys who watch every week. I have one Peoria Matt and one Airborne. Yeah, he's from Peoria.
Peoria Matt. The one game I was gonna wear a shirt that just said "I heart Peoria Matt." I had to find something.
And the year when I did all 27 games from the booth from Field 1, he watched all 27. The 8 a.m. games, the night games, like he. Yeah.
But
I gave you your rally lettuce the credit for that jump at first.
The highest I've seen.
That's what I said.
I didn't jump though. I still play off the fence.
It worked. Yeah, that's what I always say there. I'm like, yeah. So many times when you see someone go to the ground, you'll see the ball spread out. Yeah. That and then the blocks tags when they're the backs to them and they apply the tag. Yeah. I think you can slide them. Right. Yeah. Well, it's perspective as much as anything. Right. 100%.
We are back in action here for game number 2 of our Monday night doubleheader. March back again, taking on Dirty 38's. This time, March victorious 6-4 over BTA in game 1. A game chock full of great defense, the occasional offense, but here, March and Dirty 38's. For March, it's going to be Johnny Mack, Tom Lentine Jr., Nick Burt, Zach Solario, Jake McTeague, Paul Palkey, Chris Miller, Tom Lentine Sr., Reese Miles, Ian Pregovich, and Roberto Villalobos. And then for the Dirty 38's, defensively left to right in the outfield, Lil Ice, Mario, and Joe. Left to right across the infield, Gary, Julie, and Dante, Nikki, and Dom, Allen on the mound, and Scotty behind the dish. And we are all ready to go. McElvain hits that one to third. Gary gets a hand on it, knocks it down, but that is all he can do. A leadoff single there for Johnny Mack. Might have heard Oscar and I talking just before the game after the intro video. A couple of sliding catches in the outfield, hotly contested or hotly debated from both teams, but he said, that's the hardest catch to make in the ground once they go to the ground. Little flat. That one knuckled over past second. Joe throws into second over to Julian. So first and third now. Good read there from Mac. I asked the March manager, Joe, if Zach thought he made the catch. And he emphatically said yes. I said, I can't see that far, so I have no clue. Burt hits that one into center. Mario slips in the outfield, so Junior able to take third. First and third still here for March. Berto running for Burt. Here's Zach. Takes a strike. We've seen quite a lot of the Dirty 38's here lately.
Three
3-1. High fly ball into left center. Good range there from Lil Ice to make the catch. Berto back to first. Junior in to score, so trade the out for the run. March up 2-0. First out there, Jake McTeague up here. Runner on first, 1 out. Take strike 1. Fly ball over to right. Joe camped under it, makes the catch for out number 2. Matt, I don't know if you heard at the top of the broadcast, but you are the notorious guy from Twitch, as I was talking to some of the March players. They said, who's that guy that watches all the time? So here's Paul. McTeague said he's going to wear an I Heart Peoria Matt shirt as Palky hits that one over to shallow left. Julian calling off Lil Ice for out number 3, but March get 2. Dirty 38's coming up here in the bottom of the first. So the offensive lineup here for the Dirty 38's is Joe, Lil Ice, Julian, Grove, Gary, Allen, Dante, Scotty, Dom, Nikki, and Mario. Defensively for March is the same as game number 1. Junior, Zach, and Mac in the outfield. Paulie, Reese, Miller, Berto, and Jake across the infield. Ian behind the dish, and Senior on the mound. So the lefty ready to go here for the 38's. Swings at the first pitch, hits it over to Zach in center, makes the catch for a quick out number 1. Paul Rowan watching on Facebook. The, I believe, president of the Chicago 16-inch Softball Hall of Fame. Our friends over there as Lil Ice lifts that one into left for a 1-out single. Of course, the Chicago 16-inch Softball Hall of Fame nestled on the, I believe that's the west side of our campus, right behind Field 2. Over at Des Plaines and Harrison. Right off the Des Plaines exit at 290. Julian hammers that one into left. Junior backpedaling, makes the catch for out number 2. Throw goes to second. So sack fly there, puts a runner in scoring position here for Grove. If you'd like to know the history of 16-inch softball and interact with a bunch of the history, that's the place to be as Grove hits that into right. Mac in the place to be as well. Didn't need to take any steps for out number 3. Nothing doing there for the Dirty 38's. We head to the top of the second. March up 2-0. Just for clarification, the Hall of Fame is not off Ventura Highway. It is off of the Eisenhower Expressway. Thank you, Paul. The Hall of Fame Museum open from 12 to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. So definitely check it out. And when I say you can interact with the history, it's not just displays with uniforms and words and pictures and everything else. There is actually living pieces of history. Bunch of Hall of Famers hang out talking softball all day. It's a lot of fun. I got to go once for an AlMag presentation about the history of softball. Learned a whole lot. Learned a lot about George Hallis and his affinity for it, off-season training. Everything started at the Farragut Boathouse with a rolled-up boxing glove. Probably felt a lot better to take one of those off the fingertips. So it's going to be Miller, Senior, and Reese. Takes a ball to start things off. Strike one there from Allen. I want to thank everyone for joining us too on this hot Monday evening. Temps still in the 90s here at 8:30 p.m. Miller hits that into center. Mario, good effort to get to it, but lands right at his feet. That's a leadoff single for Chris. And here's Tom Sr. The pool was packed today. You can check that out at Park District of Forest Park Aquatic Center over on Facebook, FP Aquatic Center over on the IG. There's a strike to Senior. Senior hits that into center again, just in front of Mario. So 2 hits just in front of the center fielder. Runners now on first and second. Nobody down, and Reese Miles stepping in. Reese, Ian, and Roberto. If your daddy were Boito. Strike there from Allen. Rolled over to second. Nicky throws to 2. That's all they're going to get. So first and third, 1 down. Ian with a chance to add butter. 92 here in, what is it, Mountain Home, Arkansas? 89% humidity. So you're basically just drinking the air right now. Double pump from Osinski, and the pitch just a bit deep. That's how you know you've made it in my T-Mobile Fave 5. I remember some sort of fun fact. I'm a very forgetful person. Ian hits that one hard to Dante up the middle, flips to Julian for 1, over to Dom. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's a double play. So the March scoring threat erased on a nice double play from the Dirty 38's. They're still chasing 2 coming up here in the bottom of the second. It's a nice day to start again here for the Dirty 38's. Bottom 2, 5, 6, 7, Gary, Allen, and Dante. Good start on that double play from Dante. Wasn't sure if he was going to step on second and try to make the throw, but he flipped to Julian. And Julian did what Julian does, fired a dart over to first to complete the double play. Our first bingo, bango, bongo of the night. Strike one there from Senior. Ball misses. One hit foul to the left side. We'll say, for as much arguing as there was in that first game, a very well-called game from Oscar. As we're kind of talking about, some of those sliding catches really hard to judge. And some of those plays as well. Quick sweep tags and everything. Gary hits that one hard into left center. Junior comes up with it. There's a leadoff single for the 38's. Alan Osinski steps in. He's got Dirty on the seat of his shorts. It's like Juicy Couture, Dirty Couture. Takes a strike. Hits a deep fly ball into right. Mac twists and turns, but makes the catch. Not sure if that one started moving on him in the air. Didn't have a lot of sweet spot sound, so potentially knuckling towards the right fielder. Took a couple turns, but settled under it for out number 1. Good ride there from Allen, but here's Dante. Fly ball towards left. Junior 1 step back, makes the catch. No tag. Scotty hits that one to Paulie over at third, plays it by his knees. Jake with a nice pick over at first, down to a knee himself for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Dirty 38's. After 2, it's March 2, 38's nothing. So top 3 here for March. It's going to be 11-1-2. Roberto, Johnny, and Tom Jr. Yeah, real nice play from McTeague over at first. Showing some good hands here today in both games. That one bounced a little deep on him, but able to kind of make the cradle off to the side. Not an easy play to make. It's that one high into center right at Mario. Under makes the catch for out number 1. And my man from Des Plaines flies out. I too am from Des Plaines, so nice little fun fact there. When he came up to me, he's like, I think we went to the same high school. I said, yeah, like 40 years apart. So back to the top, here's McIlvain. Take strike 1 for like 10, 15 years, but feels like 40. Allen asking if that one hit the plate. Much to his surprise, it was a strike. Double pump and pitch. Catches the plate. Three one. Someone from Iron crushed one over here. That one hit almost all the way to second base. And there's ball 4. So McIlvain takes a 1-out walk. Tom Lentine Jr. in here, and Dirty 38's hoping for another double play. Takes a strike. Scotty throws to first. Strike two there. So good bounce back here for Osinski. McIlvain on first. Pickoff throw goes over to first, does stay in the field of play. So Oscar calls illegal on too many fakes. So Oscar saying Osinski faked it. And then on his throw to first. So Junior takes the walk. One out, first and second here for Burt. Deep fly ball into right. Joe busts back. Coming in under it. Throw going towards second. Julian with it. Junior safe. Good throw from deep right from Joe, though. So two down, second and third. Opportunity for Osinski to make that call not matter here. Zach with an opportunity to make it hurt. Zach hits that to the right side. Foul. So 1-1 here to the March center fielder. Over to right. Joe under makes the catch. So a good job for Dirty 38's buckling down and not letting that one hurt him. They're able to hold two March runners in scoring position, but away from home. We head to the bottom of the third. Dirty 38's chasing two. So, hey, you can see at the bottom of your screen the 57th annual No Glove Nationals Tournament, July 24th through the 27th. Yeah, that's right. We are just about a month away. If you'd like to become a sponsor, get a banner hung up on the fence for the game, get all sorts of shout outs during the live streams, and have some signage put around the park, feel free to reach out to me. We've had a couple people reach out. We're going to get in the process of locking those down here shortly. But if you'd like to become a part of the No Glove Nationals Tournament, hey, we'd love to hear from you. Bottom three right now for the Dirty 38's, 9, 10, 11. Dom, Nikki, and Mario. Dom hits that one hard up the middle to Reese. Knocks it down. Dom hustling out of the box, finds himself on first. So leadoff runner aboard here for Nikki. Scotty coming in to run for Dom. Dom shaking his head no, but happily walking off first. Take strike one. Line drive into center. Zach knocks it down, keeps it in front of him, but first and second now here for Mario. Senior moves Miller over to his right, our left. Just behind Scotty. Starts things off with a strike. Mario pops that one up. Ian and Paulie both hustling for it, but neither could get to it. So fresh opportunity here for Mario. Nobody down, first and second. Illegal pitch. Mario lets it go. Big smile on his face. He definitely wanted that one initially. Hits it hard over to Reese. Reese flips to 2. Nicky is safe. So base is now loaded. Nobody out. 38's chasing 2. Joe with a chance to change that. Good hustle from Nicky into second. Kind of ran through the bag and then used it to trip himself over, but didn't want to slow down with a slide. Joe hits that one into right. McIlvain there makes the catch. Everyone moving up. The throw goes to second. Mario gets thrown out. Scotty comes in to score. Nicky over to third. Joe flies out for out number 1. Mario cut down for out number 2. Not sure if he sent him or he just thought that throw was coming home. A good effort on the slide to try to get under it, but a good job by Miller to apply the tag. As Lil Ice fouls that one off to the right side. Lands under the scoreboard. Field 2 scoreboard. So good throw from Mac over and right. Let's keep it to 1 runner in scoring position. .38 still with an opportunity to tie it up here with a hit. That one up the middle. Senior with it. Knocks it down. Throws to Jake for out number 3. Dirty 38's get one back, but that is all. Still chasing 1. We head to the top of the 4th. This one moving right along with March coming up. So top 4, 5, 6, 7, Jake, Paul, and Chris. McTeague, Palkey, and Miller.
You don't need that extra something like that. All right, go, man.
Jake hits that one off Osinski's hand to Julian. Julian trying to come up with it and fire a sidearm throw, but could not. So McTeague standing on first, a hard hit ball off the pitcher's hand. Courtesy runner, so Zach will run for Jake. Hey, if you're in the Forest Park area this Wednesday between 6:30 and 8 p.m., concerts in the park are back this Wednesday. The Throwbacks kicking off the fun. We're also going to have Mart in the park with the Arts Alliance of Forest Park, and then Cool Truck Treats from Nadeau's and Smokey Joel's Red Hot. So Paulie hits that one into left, red hot, but right at Lil Ice makes the catch for out number 1. So we've got your dinner, your dessert, and your nighttime entertainment all in one place. And then, hey, also browse some art and fine goods over on the little walkway behind the Ruse Pavilion. So join us Wednesday night, 6:30 to 8 for concerts in the park, June 25th and July 16th and August 13th as well. One out here for Chris Miller.
One strike, 11.
Takes a strike. Lifted into right. Joe ranging back, makes the catch. Zach thinking about second, but a good throw off the back foot from the Dirty 38's right fielder. Holds him right there at first. 2 down here for Senior. I got my PDOFP program guide right in front of me. We had our first movie in the park last Friday, Beetlejuice. Our next one is July 11th, Monsters University. Free movie, free popcorn. Senior lifts that into left. Little Ice breaks in, then breaks back, makes the catch, and falls backwards, but holds onto it as he does. So out number 3 there for the Dirty 38's. March held scoreless. 38 still chasing 1, heading to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom 4 here for the 38's. It's going to be Julian, Grove, and Gary. Ball misses outside. Lifted to right. McIlvain over towards the line. Foul territory, slides and cannot make the catch. Got his hands on it, but that one squirted out as he was on the ground. Dom coaching first, emphatically signaling that that one popped out. Hard hit down the left side. Couple feet foul. Good idea there from Julian. Shout out to our Rangers for keeping me hydrated tonight. It's been a long day. Julian hits that one hard into center. Zach backing up, big turn around first. So leadoff single here for Grove. Takes a ball. There's a strike. High pop fly into center. Zach calling off his left fielder, makes the catch. No tag. So 1 on, 1 out for Gary. Strike finds a zone there from Senior. Hit to the right side. It's going to be fouled, but can Matt get to it? Slides and makes the catch. Throw goes back to first. Senior knocks it down. Good effort there in right field from McIlvain. That's another diving catch for him. Heading towards the line, laid out for it, able to hold on to that one as he hit the ground. So 2 down, runner on first here for Allen. Still chasing one. High fly ball to the right side, foul. Into the tree. If you know, you know. Osinski using the cut shot bat. Hits that one over to McTeague. High hop at the shoulder. Jake beats him by a toenail. Gets Osinski at first. Good hustle there from the March first baseman. Good hustle from the Dirty 38's pitcher as well. But he loses the foot race. They're still chasing one. We head to the top of the 5th. And March coming up. So top 5 here for March: Reese, Ian, and Berto. And back to the top. Joey Loans on YouTube. Julian is my hero. Defense like that, I'm sure he's a lot of people's hero. I think it was my first No Gloves live stream during the play-in games. Julian made 2 diving catches that are still 2 of the nicest full extension diving plays I've seen in my short time doing these bad boys. Reese hits that into left. Little ice over, knocks it down, but overruns it a little bit. Reese, good hustle, finds himself at second. Takes advantage of that slight overrun. Puts himself in a good spot here for Ian. Good communication there from Junior. Go for a hit, but make sure he ends up on third no matter what. It's that one hard at Julian through the hands. That one didn't come up as much as he thought. Lil Ice throws it. It gets away. Gary tried to knock it down. It kicked almost all the way back to the backstop. Ian now standing on second. Berto up with nobody out. Runners on second and third and a chance to add. With the way both teams are playing right now, every run pretty big. Takes a strike. High fly ball over to the left side. Just out of play. Hits off the tree. Would have landed over the left side of the fence, though. Tough break for Russell at short on that last one, expecting it to hop up to the hip, and it just stayed down. Berto again with a high pop fly into left. Lil ice under it. Let's see if Reese tags. A throw comes home. Great throw. Ian tagging over towards third. Not sure if he thought he was going to go, but he does get back to second. Gary says, I was not going to throw that one around. So what could have been a huge break there for the Dirty 38s works out fortunately for March. Ian able to get back, got all the way back to third. Reese said, I looked up and he was right there. So one down, second and third. Here's Mac. Johnny takes a ball. Flips that to the right side. Yeah, that's one of those plays where you sprinted back to second, you're breathing heavy, but every breath is a sigh of relief. Would not want to walk back to the dugout if you got doubled off there at second base. The double pump and pitch from Osinski. McIlvain hits that one to Dante up the middle. Throws to first. Dom gets time. So McIlvain does the job. Moves the runner in. Gets another on the board for March. They extend the lead to 2. Here's Junior with a chance to make it 3. Tom takes a strike. Hits that one into center. Mario under makes the catch for out number 3. So March able to get one back. Dirty 38's able to hold them to 1. Both teams playing extremely well right now. It's a 2-run ball game heading into the bottom of the 5th. .38's a little snake bit so far, looking to bring this one back, and they're going to try with Dante, Scotty, and Dom 789. Strike 1 from Senior. Fly ball into right. Mac again goes down, can't hold on to it. Dante thinking about second, puts on the brakes, grabs his hamstring. Looks like he's okay though. You always worry when someone puts on the brakes like that immediately and then goes and grabs the back of their leg, but he says, I'm good. We'll see on his first break out of first how he's doing. Good effort from McIlvain once again, but couldn't hold on to that one. Here's Scotty, takes a ball off the plate. Strike 1 there to Scotty, finds the outside of the zone. Hits that to the right side, couple feet foul. As somebody on field 2 hit one over to our first base foul line now. So we've seen one go to the third base foul line. We've seen one go to the first base foul line. That one foul and out of play. I was very confused because the ball looked way more foul off his bat, and then suddenly there's a player in a red jersey running towards the line. But that was Tyler Atkins from Iron. The red on red. 2-2 here to Scotty. All set back up. Hits that one foul over to the right side for strike number 3. And as I was taught over on game number 1, truly. So here's Dom 1-on-1 out, lifts that one just over short. That blooper is going to land over Reese in front of Junior. 1 out single puts runners on first and second. Dom gets his courtesy, so Scotty going to get to run for him. 1 out. Nicky stepping in. That one off the plate. Hard hit into center. Dante looks like the leg's okay. Rounds third and gets one back. Scotty standing on second. Nicky standing on first. Dirty 38 standing on a 1-run deficit here. Mario is going to get a pinch hitter. Adrian, thank you, Alan. If you're watching this one back later, appreciate it. Rolls over that one to third. Paulie with it. Scotty freezes to get the tag. Just enough time to get Adrian over to first. So a good job there from the pinch runner. Courtesy runner, I guess. First and second now 2 outs. Leadoff hitter Joe looking to tie this one up at 3. Takes a strike. Joe hits that one up the middle. Plenty of space for Nicky to operate. He comes around and scores. Big RBI single from Joe. Ties this bad boy up at 3. Yeah, rope from Joe, dissatisfied with the previous pitch, so he did something about it. Knots this one up still. First and second, 2 down. Lil Ice lifts that into left, right at Junior. Hit it hard, but unfortunately the left fielder positioned perfectly for that one, so Dirty 38's with 2 in the inning. They knot it all up at 3. We're headed to the top of the 6th. It is a brand new ball game indeed. Both teams trying to hold the line now. 3-3 in the top of the 6th. 3, 4, 5 coming up for March. Bert, Zach, and Jake. Bert hoping to put another Ernie on Osinski's line here today. Takes the ball just deep. Double pump and pitch. Nick hits a high fly ball into left. Tailing back towards Lil Ice. Good range to get to the gap for that one. Very deep out number 1. And here's Zach. So one down, top six. That one hits the plate. Popped up over to the left side. Gary with some space up against the fence makes the catch for out number 2. Good job from Gary and a good job, looks like, from Grove over there communicating, let him know he had a little bit of space. A lot of times when you see players approaching the fence, they'll put on the brakes, but Gary's all gas, no brakes on that one. Makes the catch for out number 2. McTeague looking to keep this inning rolling. Yada I mean. McTeague lifts that one to right center. Joe calls off Mario. Good communication from Joe. I could hear him all the way here in the booth. Said me, and Mario peeled off. Had the potential to be dangerous, but great communication from the outfielders. A 1-2-3 inning for the Dirty 38's. They're coming up here in the bottom of the 6th. Of course, as you can see on your screen, we'll be right back at it tomorrow. 6:45 Goodwood versus Future, and then 40 Deuce versus Splash. But we've still got plenty of ball game ahead of us here right now. 3-3 in the 6th. It's Julian, Grove, and Gary for the 38's. Nice catch from Gary on a foul ball up against the fence as Julian fouls that to the right side, up against the tree. I pop fly into center. Zach a couple steps to his right. Makes the catch. So here's Grove with one out. Take strike one. Yeah, airborne. Dirty 38's with a huge comeback win. Hex's first loss of the season, so we know there's a whole lot of fight in these boys. March, another team at the top of the standing, 7-2 right now. Mirrored records for both teams. Grove takes strike 2. Help Oscar out a little bit. Hard hit up the middle. Miller down. It skips up his hands off his chest, and Grove is safe at first. Julian running for Grove, so that is courtesy number 2. Gary here with a chance to add to that beautiful defensive play, make the 6th inning his. Hits a high fly ball into left. Junior sprints back to make the catch. Julian looking to tag, but Junior with a great throw in after he makes out number 2. So holds Julian at first, brings Allen to the plate. Allen takes strike one, takes time. Ball deep. 3-1. Deep fly ball over to right. McIlvaine in foul territory. Makes the catch. Up against the fence for out number 3. So Osinski gave it a ride, but McIlvaine's been all over the place in deep right field. We head to the top of the 7th. It is all tied up 3-3. So top 7, 6, 7, 8 here for March. Paulie, Chris, and Senior. Someone else just crushed one here. We're seeing a lot of deep fly balls over from field 2. Paulie rolls over to third. Gary can't come up with it. That one might have caught him right in the nethers. Not the day you want to lose your breath. Gary pulling everything back down where it belongs. Runner on first here for Miller. Allen checking on his third baseman. I'd love to have him mic'd up for that play just to see if he changed an octave. Strike there from Allen. Miller pushes it to the right side. Nicky with it. Throws to Dom. So in a close ball game, they're able to move the runner into scoring position and give Senior and Reese an opportunity. Strike one. Senior hits that over to Julian, traps it, throws across to Dom for out number 2. Good play there from Russell. Yeah, he sacrificed the body to keep it out of the outfield. Reese hits a deep fly ball to left. Lil Ice chasing it back. Can't make the catch. Paulie's going to come around to score. Reese with a huge RBI double gives March the lead here in the top of the 7th. Good effort from Lil Ice and left. Thought he was going to come down with it. Saw it bounce off the grass and over his head as his body was shielding it. He's back in position. Osinski checks his left fielder. So big 2-out run there for March. Ian hits a pop fly into right center. Joe calls off Mario, makes the catch for out number 3, but Reese able to give March the lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th. 38's need 1 to keep this one going. Yeah, someone check the odometer because Reese Miles gave that one a ride. It's going to be Dante, Scotty, and Dom here, chasing one, bottom 7. Just missed. Missed deep. Air's a strike. Yeah, the air has gotten oddly quiet here around field 1. Dante hits that one into left center. Will it carry past? Good. Cutoff from Zach. Throws into second. Dante up with a stand-up double. Good hustle there from the Dirty 38 7-hitter. Ty Atkins just crushed a triple over here from field 2. Scotty pushes that over to the right side, right to Miller, throws to McTeague. Scotty does the job. So a lot of different opportunities here for Dom to bring home Dante, tie this one up. 1 down, runner on third, 4-3 ball game. Grounded back to the pitcher. Probably the one thing that you didn't want to do. Weak grounder back to Senior for out number 2. Dante holds at third. Nicky comes up. So Joe's going to call time. Talk strategy here with Senior. So they're going to walk Nicky. Bring up Mario. Sorry, not Mario. Adrian. That went off the plate. Adrian went to Paulie last time over at third. Rolls that one up the middle. Reese with it. Fires to first. McTeague makes the catch, and March holds on for the 1-run victory. Hard-fought battle for both teams. March takes the lead in the top of the 7th. Dirty 38's threatened, but March able to hold him. So a 4-3 victory for March over Dirty 38's, a 6-4 victory for March over BTA in Game 1. They sweep the Monday night double dip. As we got the Tom Lentine Senior double dip right in front of home plate, a big victory for March. They extend to 8-2. Dirty 38's fall to 2-8. As Paulie gives the people what they want. But that's going to do it here for us tonight, live from the Park District of Forest Park. We're going to be back at it tomorrow night at 6:45 with Goodwood versus Future, and then 40 Deuce versus Splash. But we want to thank you all for joining us here tonight on this beautiful Monday evening. March with the 2 victories over BTA and Dirty 38's, extending to 8-2. Hey, we're 1 month away from no gloves. There's no better time to stack that momentum than now. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Live here from the Park District of Forest Park, Field 1 for our Tuesday night A-League games. Want to thank you all for joining us from the PDOFP. Make sure you check out our socials at PDOFP, at PD Forest Park. We'll be back with you tomorrow night right here from the same bat place.